What? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Daddy! What? What the hell? Where's my wife?
The window's broken, Dad!
Where?
The back window's broken in!
So you're gonna have to...
Daddy!
There's officers inside there, so...
I don't know! She was there
Go
was
check
so
the
much
lady in the
blood!
house.
Hey,
Okay.
it's like 11 o'clock.
Sydney. Sydney. Sydney.
Oh, fuck.
Really bad news. Your wife passed away.
Do you live here, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my wife and there's my daughter.
Okay, how old's your daughter?
She'll be 20 in March. She's 19 as of today.
This is Stephen Powell. He had just rushed home after reports of a possible break-in and an attack on his wife Brenda and his daughter Sydney. But what he was about to uncover was so disturbing that it would change his life forever.
I don't know what's going on yet.
Huh?
Are they thinking she did this?
I don't know what happened. Come on. Let me ask you, is she having a problem with a guy at school or no?
No, not that.
Okay.
Hey there, can you come up here? They're taking Brenda to General Hospital. I don't know. I'm in the back of a cop car. There's probably 10 cops. Supposedly it looks like a break-in, but I don't know what's going on. But they're taking her to Akron General.
On March 3rd, 2020, police rushed to Brenda Powell's home after a welfare call from Sydney's college administrators. They had heard yelling and screaming in the background while speaking with Brenda. When officers arrived, they found a hysterical Sydney and a badly injured Brenda.
Take her outside.
Come on. Come on.
Is she gonna be okay?
Come on.
I don't...
Come on. Come on. You just need to cooperate with me, all right?
I love my dad.
Huh?
I love my dad.
What happened? What's going on? What's going on?
We heard a bang. We heard a bang. And she told me to get out. And then I heard screaming. So I came back and she was on the ground.
Okay, you heard a
I ran
bang.
out back. There was a big broken.
Okay. What is your name?
Sydney.
Are you cut?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're cut somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, your hand.
No, I was helping her. I grabbed her.
All right, stop. I'll tell you what. Can you sit on the ground here real quick? Come on. Come on.
Just at the ground.
Yeah, you're fine right there.
No.
You're fine right there.
I grabbed the knife.
Before the Britain Street, exit ramp. A truck was concrete.
This is minor. They might have a more. I don't know. Check that victim in there. She's got cuts on her hands. I don't know what they have in there, but there's a female down in there. Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. We just got.
I'm the dad.
Okay,
Sydney.
what's-
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Daddy!
What? What the hell? Where's my wife?
The window's broken, Dad!
Where?
The back window's broken in!
So you're gonna have to.
Daddy!
There's officers inside there, so
I don't know! She was there
go
was
check
so
the
much blood!
lady in the house. Okay. She's got a minor cut. It's pretty bad up there. What's your name, ma'am? Sorry, what's your name again? She's got cuts on her hands.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Take care of her.
Dave, I think this is. Are you dad?
Yeah, I'm the dad.
Can you stay here with them?
We have another. I'll call for another med unit.
This is when I found it. She's been, I think she has been going to class for the last couple of weeks.
So she just came home today?
Yeah, today it's like 11 o'clock.
Sydney. Sydney. Sydney.
Oh fuck! What is going on with
Sydney. What's going on? Huh?
I need to know what's going on.
We don't know yet.
As more officers arrived, they secured the scene and waited for medical help. Stephen Powell was out when a friend told him that police were at his home. Panicked and desperate, he tried to find out what was happening and whether his wife and daughter were okay.
He doesn't really know who I am, but he knows Jeep. I don't know if Jeep's coming up. The police are in the house. It might be.
Hey. Hey. We got, I just arrived on scene. We got a victim in the house, possible 22, cut to the throat. We got a young female laying at the end of the driveway, saturated in blood. No idea what her status is yet. Med guys are on scene here, so. No, she is not. She's moving. She's still down on the ground, though. I don't know what her status is. Med guys haven't approached her yet. So,
The back window is.
yeah, and we got a male here that lives here. I think it's the dad, so we're watching him. So I have no idea what's going on yet. Okay, yeah, easiest to get off White Pond from the expressway. You can make a right on White Pond and then a right on this rotor. You're right there. All right. All right.
Is she coming out?
No, not yet, sir. Just kind of hang out. How did you get here? Were you here?
I drove.
Where's your car?
I moved down there. I was parked here. They had me move all the way down there.
Okay. Don't know what's going on yet.
Huh?
Don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah.
It's not mental issues. She's not happy at school. And she said she seems to have. She said today, like all her friends have their shit together and she doesn't. So yeah, we were putting two and two together a while ago. She'd come home on the weekends out of the blue and nothing really mattered. So she.
Okay.
Are they thinking she did this?
I don't know what happened. Come on. I wish I did. I pulled up too.
Well,
you want to get out of the rain and sit in the car or here or no? Hold on one second. I'm going to call Kenny. And I know he's on his way.
I called him on his cell.
I'm not trying to put you in the back. I just want you to get out of the rain.
Yeah, you get me out so I can't
We'll
see.
keep the door open. Are we good here or no?
Do I need to call Brenda's mom?
Probably should. Why don't you just wait and we'll see what's happening.
Well, I can't see anything.
Well,
I know they don't
think
want me
they
to,
don't want
but-
you to.
What?
Here's what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to talk to this officer real quick. If you need to call somebody, go ahead and call somebody. If you want out, I'll get you out, okay? I just don't want you standing in the rain out here.
I'm freezing. I just got to see what the hell's going on. They're general?
They're going to General. I think I should probably go to the same place. Let me ask you, is she having a problem with a guy at school or no?
No, not that.
Okay.
Hey there, can you come up here? They're taking Brenda to General Hospital. I don't know. I'm in the back of a cop car. There's probably 10 cops. Supposedly it looks like a break-in, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. But they're taking her to Akron General. What the hell's going on?
All I can tell you is I know that they're both injured.
How bad is Brenda?
I didn't see Brenda. I don't know.
Well, they were in there a while. There was no rush.
I know that they want to get her to the hospital as quick as possible. So if there was no doubt, they wouldn't be taking her to the hospital. Okay, so I just want you to know that. All right, they're going to take her to the hospital.
Do you think Sydney did this?
I don't know that.
But this doubt about Sydney didn't come out of nowhere. To understand why, we need to take a closer look at Sydney's background. Sydney Powell had always been the perfect student. top of her class, smart, and determined to make her parents proud. But college brought pressure she couldn't handle. She became anxious, started missing classes, and eventually failed several courses, leading to her suspension. Too ashamed to tell anyone, Sydney hid the truth, sneaking into dorms, lying to friends, and staying in hotels just to keep her secret alive. Her double life ended on March 3, 2020, when her father, Steve, tried to pay her tuition online but couldn't log in. After calling the university, he learned that she had been suspended months earlier. When confronted, Sydney finally broke down and confessed. Steve then called Brenda, knowing she would know how to comfort their daughter. Brenda rushed home, and while she was on the phone with the university trying to understand what was happening, she was brutally attacked. Officers rushed Brenda, who was barely clinging to life, and Sydney, who was in shock, bruised, and unconscious, to the hospital.
Somebody riding with her?
Go around. We're good. Go with them.
Hey, somebody needs a ride with her. Somebody needs a ride with her.
As Brenda and Sydney were rushed to the hospital for treatment, officers began piecing together what had happened inside the home. The scene was pure chaos. Furniture had been overturned, windows shattered, blinds torn apart, and blood was splattered throughout the rooms. In the basement, blood dripped down a wall directly beneath where Brenda had been attacked, and a knife lay nearby. With that level of destruction, someone had to have heard something. So officers began canvassing the neighbors for answers.
Did you see anything kind of weird today or anything? Nothing going on?
Nothing that I seen.
No strange cars around or anything like that?
I didn't see any.
Okay. Would you normally be looking? Because like when I'm at home on my day off, my house has all kinds of windows and I see everything.
I can sit at my dining room table and watch the brick house and all up through there.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything.
Didn't see anything?
No.
Okay. I could speculate, but I don't want to do that. It's just serious.
Oh, I'm sure.
So.
With that much, I would think it would be serious.
Right. Well, I'll let you get back.
They're good people.
Yeah, I know. I actually know Steve.
People. Oh, I do too. I
went to school with them and was in Boy Scouts with them.
Wasn't you here sometime in the summer 2 or 3 years ago?
Wasn't me.
Okay.
No.
I
didn't even know he lived back. I know him from high school and from Boy Scouts, and that's about it.
Yeah, he keeps busy with his kids.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not sure what's going on.
You'll find
got a couple people hurt down there, so. You have a good day. Stay dry.
You too. Hey.
Thank you, sir.
Something I've ever seen on this street.
So obviously you didn't hear anything or see anything over at this house earlier? Okay.
Why? What happened?
Well, something not good. So, I mean, we're here. So.
With neighbors reporting no signs of disturbance, doubts began to grow about Sydney's story. Officers also noticed that every window had been broken from inside, suggesting the break-in had been staged. To understand more about Sydney's relationship with Brenda, investigators decided to speak with Stephen.
Who'd you get a call from? Or what happened?
Got a call from him. Call from me.
Oh, okay.
He said there was a call, went out, a distress call from the University of Mount Union where my daughter was going, and said, female in distress. And I said, well, that's funny because Brenda's there, my wife. So I said, well, let me call. So I called Brenda, and it rings on the cell phone. No answer. I call Sydney back. Rings. No answer. I call Brenda back. Ring. No answer. I'm pacing around. I call Jeep back, and as I'm on the phone with him, telling him there's no answer, my doctor calls me back. I said, oh, Mom's on the phone with Mount Union. I said, well, cops are on the way. And she went, there's been a break-in, and she just started going off. She said, what? She said, there's been somebody broke into the house. There's blood everywhere. And I'm like, stop. And then that's when I called. I'm sure there was conversations after that, but I'm not going to remember the detail. She was hysterical and crying. I called Jeep back and said, yeah, it's, I don't know what I told you. I don't know if I said it was legit or yeah, it's the cops on the way. There's been a break-in, and I left. Drove home and saw about.
So at first, when you talked to her, she said that your wife was on the phone with Mount Union.
Yes.
And
as soon as I said cops are on the way, the hysteria started.
Is she still attending Mount Union?
Well, as far as we knew up until today, yes, but apparently not for the last, I don't know, maybe couple weeks. Because I tried to get on, I don't know, this was a couple weeks ago, I tried to get on the website to I like to check the balance, and she's been coming home on and off on the weekends a little, just odd, little frequently. Not never seemed odd for sorts, you know, I mean, it's acted perfectly normal. But she came back and I'm like questioning, well, why aren't you in school? Why are you coming home? And, you know, it's all the same, just, you know, the vague non-answers. And so she turned off her like Life 360 app. But I think on that app you can't see where she's going. You can kind of see highlights of where the phone was. Well, you know, I'm kind of looking, I'm like going, well, you're not where you're supposed to be. This is kind of weird. So I called her on it, and I said, you know, because I went on, so then I tried to go on the Mount Union website, and I say, I figured, I was going to see if there's anything on that. Parents only have so much, you know.
Right.
I'm willing to pay the bill and everything, but if you want to find anything about it, you're out of luck.
Right.
So, but I figured I'm going to try. So I sign on, it says your password or your login or password ID doesn't work. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I recover my password, and I put in the right answer, and it didn't work, and I did that a few times, and I texted her back and said, something's not working, what's wrong? She comes up with something that says the website's down, basically, and you know, but I'm working on it. So a few days passed later, nothing seems out of the ordinary until maybe it was today, I tried to get back. Oh, Mount Union calls me today, because I sent them an email that says, my user ID is this, my ID is this, my password's not working, my recovery answer won't work, and I know where I was born, I know my car, and it doesn't, when you type in your recovery email, the system just, it didn't recognize it. So I sent Mount Union Billing an email and says, basically, what's wrong? So she called me back today and says, well, the reason you can't get on, long story short, is your daughter's unenrolled. So I went, what's going on? So I text Sydney, I'm like, oh, give me a call. I have a question to ask you. I call her, no answer. I say, give me a call, question to ask. I have a question to ask you. And I look on that little Life 360 app, and her car was at home. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I leave my phone at home so she can't track me. And I go home, and there she is. She's at home. Perfectly normal. She's crying because I said, what's going on? Are you not going to school? She goes, I'm overwhelmed in school, and I don't really like what I'm doing, and it seems like it's a waste of my time and your money. I said, well, but that's all part of it. Nobody's going to tell you you need to do what you're doing when you're 20. You need to figure it out. But you have to work through the problem. You can't just ignore the problem and have it go away. It's not.
I'm sorry. When did you have that conversation?
Today, like 11:30. I don't remember. Yeah, it was. I left work because it was before lunch. It was maybe around 11 because I was probably there from 11 to 11:30. So from her phone call. So that's what I said. You know, my recommendation is call the school back, call the student union, get reinstated. And then if you have to take the summer off, take the summer off. Figure out what you want. You're supposed to take a summer class because you changed a couple majors. And that's what she goes, all my friends have their shit together and I don't. I said, well, I'm 54 and I don't have my shit together. Don't look at it that way. You need to work the problem. You can't just have the problem, sit there and ignoring it is not going to do you any good. So I went back, I called my wife from my daughter's phone. She picks up, she was working down at Children's. And she goes, what's wrong? And I basically told her, I said, Sydney, I think the reason we can't get on is because she's unenrolled. She hasn't been going to school. She goes, well, and then we talked to Jill, her boss, and says, I'll see if I can come home. So I left. On the way home, I either on my way back to work or when I'm at work, I call Brenda, and she said, well, I'm just pulling in now. So I let it go, and then I get a text from Brenda that says, she says something to the effect of she was on the phone waiting for someone from Student Affairs to call me back. And that was at 12:36. She said, how much was the check that they're returning? Because Mount Union told me too before, with the phone conversation, we're returning your check. I'm like, well, you know, nobody would return a check. So I said, I texted her back at 12:36, and I said I had no idea. It was electronic. I said, check on the scholarship too, make sure she didn't lose that at 12:37. At 12:39, I got on the bank account and I said, maybe. I go, $5,435. And then at 12:41, what did you discuss with her? And that was it.
So 12:41 was the last.
12:41 was the last, and I don't know how to tell what time I got his call. Recent. 12:54. 12:54 seems like it, because then I called, maybe it was a little before that. Maybe it was 12:51. That sounds maybe right.
What is your phone?
330-472-3951. So at 12:49 I called, and I think it went to Brenda. I don't know if it connected or not. I don't know how to do that. 12:51 I called from Jeep. Then at 12:52 I called Brenda. 12:53 I called Sydney. 12:53 I called Brenda. 12:54 I called Jeep and said there's no answer. Here, you can look at it. So I don't know. So I called Jeep and said there's no answer. Then while I'm on the phone with Jeep, Sydney calls back, and that was that conversation. Hi.
Christy?
Yeah.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
This is Miranda.
Hi. So then that was it. And after that, then I decided I left once I talked to Sydney, and I hightailed it home.
She said she was stressed out.
She told me that today. She told me that today. That she was overwhelmed.
Was she on any medication?
Nope. No.
Has she ever tried marijuana?
I don't know. I didn't think she drank until the first time she drank, and I think she realized it was last year. It was her freshman year, and I'm sure she does. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to say she doesn't, but I don't think it was ever a problem. But not an expert in that field.
Has she ever had any psychological problems in the past?
No. She's always been, shy and, reserved, and that was always the problem is, she never says anything. So, well, Brenda said she didn't realize she was having her period until tampons were missing. Excuse my language. So that's just the kind of person that she was. It was all, internalized, and that's why I told her now. I said, well, nobody can help you if you don't tell what the problem is.
Did she say anything else about the break-in or anything like that?
Just hysterics. Said there was a break-in and there's blood everywhere, and I'm like, where's your mother? And she's just nothing.
While Steve was still being interviewed, officers received devastating news. Brenda had passed away from her injuries. This is the moment they decided to deliver the heartbreaking news to him, along with a deeply disturbing revelation about his daughter, Sydney.
Well, really bad news. Your wife passed away.
What happened?
We're not sure. It looks like, I don't think someone broke into the house. I don't know if your wife and daughter got into an argument or got physical. broken, but there's no forced entry into the house. The window's broken, but nobody actually came through that window. And the sliding door was unlocked. So, did your wife and daughter ever have like really heated arguments?
No. We're here for anything that happens from here on out, okay?
It's not possible.
Steve still had one mammoth task ahead of him.
Your son's outside, but he doesn't know anything that's going on.
My son's here?
Yes.
We do help. I don't know what I need. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know nothing. I don't know where to go with Andrew. I don't know where to go to see Brent. I don't know. I have no idea.
He's here.
Hey, he's probably wondering why the hell he's here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to begin, how to
No idea.
bring him into this conversation, but he's going to need to know.
But yeah, yeah, that's
He's
right.
going to find out. Maybe you guys can help.
How old is your son?
16.
16. Do you think that you might have him to come in here, or you're not sure?
I don't know. I know nothing. I don't know what I want or how I feel or how anybody should feel.
I'll watch your stuff.
Close the door.
I got you.
Thanks. Sit down. Mom, Dad, no! I don't know. Mommy, you don't know what happened yet. Sydney's hurt. I don't know what happened to you. It's just you and me. Sydney, thank you. I know Sydney's not dead. Oh my God, thank you. But I don't know what's going on yet. But they just told me Mom died. Mom. It's just not. Mom. No.
With Sydney still in shock and refusing to speak, officers turned to someone who knew her well, her school friend and former dorm roommate, Lauren Curry.
Tell us about Sydney. How did you, when did you first meet? How long have you known each other?
I've known Sydney for 6 years. We met the first day of summer gym in high school, and then we were best friends ever since. Very close.
And what was Sydney taking?
Well, she started off in exercise science freshman year, her first semester, but then she didn't like the classes, so she switched over to psychology and sociology, but then she didn't really like that, so this year she switched to education, and then she didn't like that either, and that's one of the reasons she left, is because she really couldn't find what she liked, so she was trying to figure it out. Her parents had a really good relationship, like, her mom and her were best friends, probably, like, they did everything together. Like, one of the reasons she went home was to be with her mom. They were always close. She never said anything bad about her mom. She never ever talked about having an argument with her mom. Like, I can't recall every time she'd be going home, she'd be like, I can't wait to see my mom. Or when she goes home for weekends, she'd be like, oh, my mom wants me to come home so we can hang out and like watch movies. And she loved being home. And she had a good relationship with her dad too. Like, I know that her and her dad liked to watch like Star Wars together, and he always like cooked food at the house. Like, he liked cooking, and she'd always talk about how good his food was and what they would get each other for Christmas and things about spring break. Like, she loved being home like with her family.
Was there any RAs that ever came and physically checked your suite there? See if she was staying there?
After she left. After she left. But before that, they came to talk to her.
Who's they?
The RA, our RA. She came and talked to her, and then Red Light was also coming and talking to her. They'd come and ask for her, and she talked to them.
Do you know how How many days before she left would that have been, or was it weeks or days?
It was weeks, like throughout the weeks that she was there, kind of on and off.
And then that night that you saw her, did she make plans like to see you again?
We were gonna hang out. We were gonna try to hang out again soon, like over a weekend or something, but not like official or not specific plans, I guess.
After the interview, a disturbing picture began to emerge. Sydney hadn't been doing well for a long time. She was struggling, hiding things from her parents, and lying to everyone around her. When those lies finally came to light, she snapped. While her mother was on the phone with the college administration, Sydney got into a heated argument with her and then brutally attacked her, striking her with a frying pan and stabbing her more than 30 times. She then tried to stage a break-in, even going as far as impersonating her mother on the phone to cover her tracks. In 2023, a jury found Sydney Powell guilty of murdering her mother, Brenda Powell, and she was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. However, in December 2024, an appeals court overturned her conviction, citing errors in how her insanity defense had been handled, and ordered a new trial. Prosecutors have since appealed that decision to the Ohio Supreme Court. As of 2025, Sydney's case remains in limbo, awaiting the final outcome. Thank you for watching. If you found this case informative, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with others. Every share helps keep the stories of victims like Brenda Powell alive and ensures they are never forgotten. Your support allows these important cases to reach more people and keeps the conversation going. See you in the next video.